Good afternoon, guys. Ako si Kite, and joining me today on this afternoon is again our regular collaborator at this point, Mr. Edwin Francisco of Pinoy Video Gamer. Say hello,
Hey,
Edwin.
hello. Ayun. Hi.
And then joining me again, Mr. Mon Makutay, former owner of Ubot PH and marketing director of Level Up Games. Say hello, Mon.
Hello, guys. Hello. Hi.
And then new to this podcast is Mr. Alex Rivera, editor-in-chief of Tech Inspected. Say hello, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
Thanks, man. But anyway, as with our regular podcast, we always start kasi with the question, ano ba ang nilaro nyo? Ano ba nilaro nyo no week, like this week? Oh, you can
Okay.
start off muna,
So,
Pinoy Video Gamer. Edwin, go ahead.
ayun. Kakatapos ko lang ng yung Life is Strange, yung True Colors, which pinag-usapan natin last week yun, diba? So,
Yeah,
I already
that's it.
finished it. I'm kakatapos ko lang. I haven't started with anything yet, pero I might download yung NBA 2K22 kasi yung kapatid ko gusto niyang try. So, I might
Akala ko ikaw
try
yung
that out.
maglalaro eh.
No,
Ay, kayo
I'm not
maglalaro?
really into the sports thing, pero siya kasi mahilig. So, we might play
Ah.
together. We'll see.
Ooh,
Ayun.
that's nice.
So, ayun. Parang kasi gusto ko matry kasi yun, kasama sa Game Pass. Tapos sa ano to, sa Xbox wala yata sa PC. Sine-check ko sa PC parang di yata available eh. So, sa
Okay.
Xbox lang siya. So, ayun. Titignan ko kasi Xbox ano siya eh. Series X enhanced siya. So, I wanna see it out. Kasi yung dating, yung last year, walang ano eh, yung hindi lang sinama yung enhanced version. Makukuha mo lang
Okay.
yung Xbox One version. Kaya medyo
Okay.
parang weird kasi panahon na ng-Series X and S pero hindi lang sinama yung version na yun. Parang, bakit ganun? Ayun. Pero,
Yes.
ayun, I wanna see yung graphics ng... basically, I just wanna see yung graphics ng game na to. Kasi usually sports is a good way to test, see yung mga graphics ng mga bagong consoles din. Ayun.
Okay.
So,
Mas
How
marami
about
ka
you,
daw
Mon?
pawis.
oh yeah,
Wow.
that's true.
The sweat, you
Okay,
could
so-
literally see it. Ikaw, Mon,
So
what did you
for-
play this week?
So for Apple Arcade, it's Fantation. It's a
Wait,
RPG.
what? That's new. Ano pangalan?
Fantation.
Fantation.
Mm.
Let me
So
check.
it's this
Parang
thing
curious ako dun.
where
Oh, is this one? Ito ba? Yung parang anime girl?
Ayun
Yep.
yung parang ano, di ba? Yung diorama yung background.
so lahat ng background
yan,
nila
oo.
are diorama, which I am into.
Oo
No?
nga.
So nagka-craft ako for my tabletop games. And then CG, of course, yung anime characters. You can fast forward it to the middle para makita may mga diorama na ano. Ewan ko kung kasama yan sa trailer.
Ang galing
Let's
yan
see.
eh. Alin
Hindi,
na
wala.
nakita ko
Hindi
yun.
yan. Animated
Hindi
yan eh.
pa.
Wala. So,
Okay, let's get the one with the
Fantation.
Gameplay. May gameplay yan.
The gameplay.
gameplay. This
Yan.
one.
Yan.
Ang
So,
galing,
you can
ganda
see-
ng background eh.
Correct. The background, they're all models that they had made.
This one.
Yeah, there's actually, kung punta ka dun sa parang desert scene, mas maganda yung mga models.
Desert scene. This one? Let's check.
Basta
Curious
brownish,
ako,
mga light brown. Ano.
Mm.
Naalim
No,
kasi
no,
ako kasi
search-
nung
search-
pinagmamalaki
search ka
nila
ba?
yung background eh. Ang ganda eh.
Correct.
Interesting.
Not that. Ano pa yan?
Not this.
CG pa yan eh. So, yan.
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 Okay.
So, you can see lahat yan are miniatures. Lahat yan handmade. And then, yung characters mo will go through handmade sa labas and sa loob. So, that's what I'm playing. Fantation. For my phone, I just downloaded Real Racing 3, which is kasi Formula 1 fan ako eh. So, maganda yung Real Racing 3 dahil simplistic lang. Hindi ako mag-accelerate, hindi ako cambio. Pwedeng left and right lang. AI na mag-brake sa akin. And ano.
Whoa, that's nice.
So, it's a good...
yung diorama. Looks good.
Correct.
Yeah,
Everything is diorama. Ganda yan. You should try that game.
Dude,
That's
parang
free for the
sarap.
Apple Arcade.
Ano ba yan? Square o hindi? Parang kala ko parang may related sa Square yung mga ibang taong gumawa dyan eh.
I think so, but it's not a Square company.
It's
But
not
most of the
Square, okay.
developers are formerly Final Fantasy
Yun,
guys.
tama. Yeah, I remember. Yan, tama nga.
Ganda. Oh, by the way, short hello lang sa mga bagong kasama sa stream natin, si Francisco Norman John and Joylyn Parahino Francisco. Hello guys. Hello. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. Ayan, so that's a good game. I'm like 1/3 into Fantasia, on and off for the Mac, no? Kasi my Windows machine is outdated. That's it for me. And Real Racing 3 for
Nakurious din ako sa Real Racing, ah.
Maganda yun. It's an old game na, pero ano yun?
No,
aliw yung laro yun.
Kaya naman ng most phones.
This one? This one? Let's skip forward.
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It looks good.
Tapos sinabi mo on AI siya, like you don't need to accelerate or brake. The game does it for you.
Optional.
Left,
the option
right,
kasi for other games like Asphalt, I have not played Asphalt ng ganun kadami. But this one, from the start, AI kasi yung magbe-brake sa'yo and corner. Which is hard if you want to do it manually kasi downshift, brake, release, hindi ka mananalo. So dito, you just steer. And,
Okay,
the best.
Classic na to. Classic
Yeah,
na to.
it's been around. Yeah.
I like this.
Gusto ko siya as it's a good, parang, alam mo yun yung parang dating Gran Turismo ng cellphone.
What's good about the spec sheet of Real Racing 3, it looks good for mid-range phones. You don't have to have like a Samsung flagship or it can run on mid-range Poco phones or Xiaomi or Oppo. Kaya
maganda.
Gumagana pa to sa dati kong iOS na wala na face out na ngayon.
Wow.
It's that old na nakaano na rin.
I think this is 2017 or 2018 game. But maganda pa rin siya.
Ganda siya.
Yung Real Racing 3 is more than parang 1 decade na yata kasi lalaro ko pa siya noong 2014, 2015.
The franchise, but the Real Racing 3 is just mga 3-4 years old. So
3 din yung akin eh. 3 din yun.
I don't know, but yeah, maybe.
Pero yun,
matry nga to. Parang na-curious ako eh. Na-curious din ako eh. Like, I wanna see how this plays. Hindi ako mag-accelerate, ako mag-brake. Na-curious ako eh. It's very nice.
Yeah. So that's it for me. It's Alex's turn.
Alex, how about you? What did you play, man?
Hello. So actually I played my PC games. So I play a lot of World War Z. It's a parang Left 4 Dead co-op shooter game.
Let me check that out. Parang di ko rin alam yun
World War Z.
Nice game.
Based sa book, di ba?
Kind of. It's loosely based.
Loosely based, yeah. Pero I remember this.
Yeah.
This one?
So I play that a lot, yeah. Medyo I top percentile player ako ng hardest difficulty niyan eh. So
wow.
It's
awesome.
So it's pretty fun.
Wow.
Lots of mechanical it's a skill test talaga every.
Is there a multiplayer, Alex? I mean,
yes, it's co-op. It's co-op multiplayer, yeah.
Cool.
So para siyang Left 4 Dead. If you get pinned, like yung babae na yan just got jumped by a lurker, ang tawag nila lurker. Somebody has to rescue you. You cannot rescue yourself.
Hindi ka magsuspawn?
If kung mag-isa ka lang, that's game over. If all the human players die.
It's a little bit like Fortnite then.
Little bit. It's third person instead of first person. Kasi Left 4 Dead is first person.
First person,
yes.
Yeah. So dito sa game na to, they made the third person. Although you can switch to first person if you like.
Camera options.
Yes. Pero recently lang nila nilagay yung first person mode.
Okay.
They needed some development time to translate the third person to first person mode kasi.
Some people kasi sanay Alex on the first person mode, diba?
Yes. I have nothing against yung mga mahilig sa first person. Though dito sa game na to, may tulong yung third person because there's a lot of zombies that comes behind kasi. So may advantage yung third person. Although yung first person is more immersive and mas maganda, mababa yung parallax ng gun versus your eyesight. Parang ganoon. Kasi there's sa third person may parallax yung baril eh. When the zombie is getting close, it may look like your crosshair is on the zombie, but your gun is to the side, off to the side. A little to the kung saan yung viewpoint ng babae, yung gun mo is a little to the left and a little lower than your viewpoint kasi the camera is above and to the back.
Yep.
So,
But this
third,
one, I mean, this view is okay. Parang
yes.
The Last of Us and Uncharted, sanayan lang naman yan.
Yeah.
But yun na nga, once it gets to the hairy zombie getting close, you're aiming at the zombie, but actually your gun is to the left of the zombie and a little below. So you gotta change your aim. So yun yung advantage ng first person. First person, bang on yung camera set sa gitna nung eyesight mo. So yun lang yung difference nun. It's definitely preference. Though masanay ako doon sa third. Yeah. You just have to.
And ako rin, I kind of like third yung sa Last of Us and Uncharted. Point of views. That works.
Yeah.
Pero
So
maganda
it's
siya.
pretty action-packed. There's more zombies than Left 4 Dead. There's much more.
I'm sure.
literally-
Parang katulad sa movie, di ba? Yung sa movie.
yeah. Parang sa movie, they have hundreds. Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
Sa
captures
Left 4
that
Dead
feeling.
kasi, Alex, it's more of a stealth kind of thing eh. Dito,
Yes.
action talaga, no?
Yeah.
Ganda. I like.
This is,
Is this
this is,
available for
yeah.
Steam or Epic
Yes,
Games Store?
it's available for Steam. I think
Meron
nagsasell
meron sa
siya,
Epic to.
And Game
Meron din sa
Pass,
Epic
I
to.
think. Meron sa Game Pass.
Oo. And if you were collecting free games, if you're collecting free games sa Epic, it came free last year.
Uy. I hope maging free siya ulit kasi parang gusto ko din.
Yeah, once in a while.
Baka naman if you were
inuulit nila yung-
diligent in collecting your free games, baka nasa library mo na hindi mo lang alam.
Kasi
No, I just started this year eh. So di ko alam.
I see.
once in a while inuulit nila yung mga games nila na pinamigay.
Oo.
So depende na lang
Okay.
kasi alam ko parang nagre-repeat sila ng games.
Yeah.
Okay Sige,
It's
hopefully
real nice, and if you have a few friends to play with, you'll have fun. Kasi
Kayo,
you're helping
we're
each
four.
other. Yeah.
Sakto,
Yes.
apat
Alex,
tayo.
is this cross-platform? Meaning, can your Xbox
Yes.
play this with PC?
Yes. So
Ayun,
modern
pwede.
consoles,
Kasi-
they can crossplay with PC, Epic, and Steam.
great.
Merong Nintendo Switch version still not
Wait,
up to
what?
par. Yeah, may
Wait,
Nintendo
what?
Switch version. Yes. May Nintendo
Pero,
Switch version, but unfortunately, yung version number nila hindi same ng PC and console. So hindi sila
So,
crossplay. Yeah.
Hindi sila magkakakilala.
Yeah, we're hoping
Actually,
na
nagulat niya ako na
slowly.
meron eh.
Yeah, we're hoping na slowly
galing ng
ma-update
graphics.
kasi recently they added more episodes dun sa dun sa Nintendo Switch version. And they added yung co-op horde mode, yung parang survival mode sa Nintendo Switch version. So it's slowly getting to the point na malapit na silang on par with the PC and the modern consoles.
Probably just get this for Xbox Series X.
Probably,
Ako baka
yeah,
PC.
yeah.
Ako
Yeah.
sa PC siguro.
It's cheaper on PC, Epic, ganun, whichever yung meron kayong discount code or whatnot. You can get it pretty cheap sa PC, of course. Mababa our
Lalo na kung libre.
marketplaces.
Kung may
Our
Game
marketplaces sa Pilipinas are adjusted to price kasi. Yeah, so
Game Pass na lang. Game Pass ang solusyon.
may
Oo,
Game
mga
Pass.
libre.
Yeah. So this comes in Game Pass
Oo,
pala.
bakit
Yeah.
libre?
Oh,
yeah.
49 pesos. Pwede na.
PC Game Pass.
Yeah. My God.
I broke my PC Game Pass copy, unfortunately.
What?
So I discovered like a dev mode to like spawn you in a testing area. So I clicked the testing area. I wanted to test guns. So parang, okay, can I see yung damage number ng gun or whatnot? And then it just couldn't boot. Ayaw niya man lang mag-boot and I couldn't boot it to like turn off the dev mode anymore. So na-brick ko yung Game Pass version ko.
Sayang.
So you have to delete it na.
Yeah, hindi ko na, kahit uninstall, reinstall. I think maybe if I install it to a new PC, it might work.
Baka new PC. Kasi
Oh.
nagtatago ng files yung
Si Microsoft.
nagtatago
Yeah.
hindi mo ma-access eh.
It might have embedded something into your OS, Alex.
Yeah.
Kasi
Either that or
yung
baka
file
nilagay
system
niya
niya,
sa baka
It's
sa My
remembering yung mga
Documents or
old files
something.
eh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But that's okay.
Great.
At least I play it on
That's
Epic naman eh.
Sayang.
Yeah.
Anyway, sa akin, ano ba nilaro ko? Well, usually, again, Diablo 3, obviously. And, ano ba to? Yung Call of Duty Mobile. Which, ironically, yun ang ating discussion ngayon. Both Diablo and mobile gaming, actually. So, yun nga. Yun sa discussion talk natin ngayon, first off, Diablo Immortal is coming to both PC and mobile. The thing is, nagulat ako nung announcement. I think ginawa nila to this April like a few weeks ago lang, yung Diablo Immortal. They announced Diablo Immortal for both PC tsaka mobile crossplay. And ako na-shock din ako kasi akala ko mobile lang siya eh.
They did say it was gonna be mobile only.
Yes.
Don't you guys have phones?
That's the yung popular line doon sa ano na yun.
Salbahe, grabe. Di ko malimutan yun.
Sirang-sira yung ano yun eh. Ano yung 2018 event naman, di ba? Yung BlizzCon 2018. Sirang-sira sila doon sa araw na yun.
Oo. Sobrang dami nilang unlikes kasi that was just a low blow for Blizzard to do that on stage. No less.
It was poorly executed.
Poorly executed.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi yun yung parang naging highlight ng ano eh. Alam mo naman most ng Diablo players was mostly PC than any other format yung market. Tapos biglang sila ng parang completely new market.
Yeah.
It was the wrong place to actually announce it.
But you can't blame them. They're a business eh. They want to expand their reach because ultimately, diba, the mobile universe is big. It's bigger than the number of PC players.
It was just a marketing fail. Wrong time, wrong demographic. Expectations were high. Mga ganun.
I think they should not have announced it at BlizzCon kasi iba yung mga tao doon eh. They could have announced it on D3 or whatever.
They could have ended with a trailer lang ng Diablo 4.
Yeah. Okay na yun.
Para magpakita lang sila ng picture na Diablo 4 coming soon on PC only. Kung naglabas sila ng ganun, siguro that would have lessened yung kasi pero yung Immortal was the highlight of the event eh. Kaya nagalit
they tried to make it the highlight of the event.
It was like what Alex said, a poor choice of the highlight or execution.
It is.
The wrong market.
They should have in my opinion, they should have announced something for the mainstream or the core audience. The core audience. And then side note, meron kaming dine-develop na mobile game. Check it out if you're available, if you like. Parang ganun,
if you like, you can try it at the lobby. But
kasi
the highlight.
They paring down the expectations were badly done. You could say we're developing a mobile game instead of hey Diablo. By the way, it's mobile, diba? You should start with mobile. You should start by saying it's mobile. But then thankfully they fixed it with the PC launch na nga ngayon.
Yun, kasi I keep on reading online na parang kumbaga yung mga nakapag-beta test, they like Diablo Immortal. It's just that I don't wanna, play this on a phone or I don't wanna play this on a tablet. I'd rather play this on my PC. Kasi as a Diablo player, it's, you play on PC, typically, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So that was the biggest complaint they had. And with them announcing that it's now on PC, it's actually a good thing then for, parang goodwill na nga to for Blizzard eh, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So kailan daw ang release? June?
Oh yeah, release date is gonna be June. Yes, that's correct. Tapos I got a screenshot. Ayan. So for June, according to Diablo Immortal, it will be available sa Pacific region. Kasama tayo Philippines. Pero ito yung kicker. Pag sa Vietnam ka, you can only play on PC. Hindi ka pwede maglaro sa mobile for some weird reason. Pero para sa atin, we could play both on mobile and on PC. Sa Vietnam lang yung
may legal issue siguro yan sa mobile.
I'm guessing. Tapos in case you're wondering ano yung system requirements ng Diablo Immortal, I actually have it here. There you go. It's pretty low, truth be told. Like the fact that you only need 4 gig RAM for your Tapos nakita ko yung video card, my God. Intel HD graphics 530. Sobrang luma na nito eh.
Well, siguro kasi nga, they were targeting talaga mobile in the first place eh. So,
yes.
Porting it to the PC wasn't really demanding system to port to.
Martin, can you select the Mac OS?
No. Wala siyang Mac OS.
Please select your OS.
Wait.
I'll go. Baka may Linux.
Picture kasi to eh.
Picture.
Kaya I cannot. Sorry.
Let me look for
I'll
it.
just check it out.
Wait lang. No, wait. We can check.
Yeah, but I'm sure my M1 Mac can run that.
I think so.
I
I'm
think so
impressed
din.
with how M1s are performing.
Sobra.
Mm.
Yun pa, Diyos
Yep.
ko, ang ganda-ganda nung, ano nga parang, from what I understand, M1 Max are like leapfrogging yung performance sa CPU compared
It's
to
a secret,
PCs.
like what there was this Mac vlogger, no, which I follow. Kasi I game on the Mac now. The M1 Mac is a secret gaming machine that is not supported by the other games. Yun lang yung problema.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
but it's a great machine. I mean, flat out,
I'm
you
sure.
can compare to
Yeah.
any gaming laptop out there.
Ayan,
But
ito,
yun
let's
nga,
check.
konti lang yung choices.
Let's check.
ARM
Ito.
architecture kasi ako, di ba? Ang
Wala mo.
M1.
I checked.
Wala.
Oh, there it
It's
is.
not here.
Boo.
Wala
Windows,
wala.
iOS, Android. Android na lang. Pag click to Android na lang ako.
Pwede.
Tablet,
Android.
PC.
Mababa din,
Okay.
Bon. Mababa
Kaya?
din. 2
Kaya,
gig lang mo.
Kaya lahat. 2 gig lang.
Yeah.
It's a pretty, tingnan sa iOS. Well, iPhone 6.
11 above.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Got 6 and newer.
You can
Although,
play
I'm
this.
sure sa 6, magluluha siya. Okay, cool.
Pwede. Ganda naman. Pero nga, parang ako nagugulat ako sa, the nice thing about Diablo Immortal, at the very least, the way I'm seeing it, is that they designed it such a way na almost every phone, especially in this day and age, can play more often than not. So, I like it and okay siya. Tapos meron atang, for the PC release, kasi yun din pala, we have to explain din pala, no? Sa PC release kasi ng Diablo Immortal, it supports crossplay, meaning kung ako nasa mobile ako,
Mhm.
tapos PC ka, we could play together, no problem. So, ang same
Awesome.
region tayo. Tapos, it also supports cross-save, which means if I play on the PC and then I have to go,
Yeah.
I just log out, log in sa phone ko, then continue playing where I stopped. So, that's
it's like
a pretty good thing.
It's like a
Yeah.
switch from the device to the TV, no? Something like
Yes,
that.
I have to agree. And I think that's like a new thing ngayon na pinupush ngayon sa mobile, no? Like Genshin Impact did that.
Yeah.
Tama ba?
Yes.
Yeah, may cross save ang Genshin.
Yeah.
Pati crossplay,
Kaya parang natutuwa din ako with mobile kasi and Diablo Immortal din kasi they're also adapting that. And I think that's like a new trend din ata ngayon for mobile games, Like they're now making the game accessible to more people. Tapos yung cross-play and cross-save is actually a pretty cool thing na din ngayon. Kasi if I was playing on my PC and then I wanna continue playing it, yun nga, tulad na sabi nga ni Mon, parang Switch, di ba? I could continue playing while I'm on the go. And I think that's like a big thing din ngayon with mobile games.
It's very nice. It's a very nice feature. And yun na nga, for example, si Genshin Impact nga. Like you have a different set of controls for your PC. Iba rin yung graphical capabilities mo, but at least the save transfers over, so you can do your you can do your dailies.
Yeah.
When you're out of the house, oh no, dailies.
Diba? Pwede.
Gusto ko nga dun sa Genshin, automatic naman hindi mo naisip. Kasi yung first time na experience ko yung cross-save, I think sa Switch, pati yung The Witcher, pwede yung from Switch to PC, so Steam. Pero kailangan mo lang i-save to Steam.
But you need to own both the Switch version and the PC version?
Yeah, you have to own both.
No?
Tapos yun nga, parang kailangan i-assign mo lang na pag nag-save ka sa Switch, kailangan i-assign mo lang na save online.
Sana
Switch,
Skyrim meron gano'n kasi I own Skyrim sa Switch.
Oo nga, Kasi
parang naisip ko rin yan.
Mahirap yata sa kasi yung sa dami ng mods na ginagawa mo sa
Ang
hirap yata.
Hopefully, maybe if they allow it sa vanilla lang, I'd be okay with
Kahit
that.
vanilla lang.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi ako, di ko pa rin natatapos sa Skyrim hanggang ngayon
Yeah.
Ang laki kasi
It's yun ang kagandahan ng open world na Skyrim
Totoo
Yeah,
naman.
Nakakalimutan mo na kung ano yung dapat mong gawin
It's like the Game of Thrones of video games.
Yeah.
Hindi ka tulad ng Witcher, parang pinapoint out ka lagi, uy, ito yung main story Sa makakalimutan mo? Sa Skyrim, makakalimutan mo talaga
Oo,
Open
kasi hindi
world
ka naman
kasi.
yung binabag eh.
Yeah,
Hindi binabag.
parang Fallout 4, nobody try parang aside from yung generally parang nobody reminds you of kung ano yung main goal
The
mo, and
main,
then people just
yeah. But which
romancing
is,
you, and do you have a dog? Parang you
Yeah.
can just live off the parang at some point sa Fallout 4, can I just live off the land forever? Parang ganun, not finishing the story.
Totoo
Yeah.
naman. It does happen. Tapos by the way,
yeah.
may controller support din pala yung Diablo Immortal. For PC fans, yun pala, no? Meron pala controller support. And I got the control here. I forgot
Huh.
how, That's
I
their
I'd,
controller
I'd
support.
like that.
I have a
Kasi sa
question.
totoo
Xbox,
lang, nahirapan ako maglaro sa mouse keyboard na ngayon eh. So,
True.
I like na nag-offer sila ng controller support.
Mhm.
Yung
Yes.
yung mobile versions kaya may controller support.
Yes, it has, Alex. It has.
Okay, good. Yeah.
They
That's
added it. Actually, they added it first on mobile kasi marami nag-request ng, "Uy, we want controller support." Kasi nga, ang bad trip kasi pag mobile, minsan kasi
You're touching the screen.
you're touching the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
And with a game like Diablo, you'd be tapping the buttons a lot. So they requested for controller support, and thankfully Blizzard heard those requests, tas in-implement nila. Now,
That's good.
good thing, they also implemented it on the PC version. So if you're playing on PC and you feel na
Yeah.
parang, ayoko maglaro ng keyboard mouse. Kasi ang setup ata nila WASD eh. So you move with the WASD, Q for your potion, then 1, 2, 3, 4 yung skills mo. Then basic attack mo is...
Ganun yung Diablo 3 Switch,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly like Diablo 3. Only ang difference lang is that yung Diablo Immortal, hindi ka nagki-click to move. You move with the WASD. Tapos, yung pag-aim mo ng skill mo is with your mouse. So there's that. So yun yung kanilang, that's how they ported sa PC. Kasi
Parang twin stick shooter.
Yes, parang twin stick shooter.
Ooh,
actually.
Yeah.
Pero I think ginawa din nila yung
I would
PC
play a twin stick shooter Diablo.
Well, Diablo Immortal. Yeah, Diablo Immortal.
No. Just
Now's
just
your chance.
make my barbarian attack there continuously dito sa side.
Oo nga, that's actually a cool idea. Malay mo. I mean, I think meron atang skill yung barbarian long range ngayon sa Diablo Immortal eh. I forgot what, but that's a pretty cool idea. Pero parang ako na ano lang ako kasi parang they got the PC idea kasi apparently do sa beta test nila, they got some players playing on emulators.
Yeah.
So
No,
parang
if you look at yung recent releases sa mga mobile games, there's been a lot of PC version ported ng galing sa mobile because people wanted to content creators wanted to play it on PC to record it or stream it or use a keyboard mouse to have more tactile controls. May mga tao na parang okay, instead of magpo-phone ako na nauubusan yung baterya and I want a bigger screen, some would emulate, some would use BlueStack, some would use So
kami gamit namin Nox. Nox ba?
I
think
see.
Nox yata.
Naging common to actually a lot of the developers to offer parang emulated/ported mobile games to PC. Yung mga, unfortunately, rest in peace, Rules of Survival is going away na. Pero may PC version yun, for example. Mga ganun, there was a PC port ng Honkai Impact 3.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
So
before Genshin
maraming
Impact
ganun.
eh.
Yeah, before Genshin, yes. Oo.
That's interesting. I never kasi akala ko talaga yung the PC to mobile thing was like started off with Genshin Impact. I never realized that other games did it earlier. Only with
may grassroots kasi it's not mainstream use, it's more of content creators or yung mga ayaw mag-manage ng battery or wala nasira yung phone nila, let's say.
To add to what Alex just shared, so coming from the iOS ecosystem, that's also one of the parang business models or attraction of Apple Arcade. So I subscribe to Apple Arcade. So in Apple Arcade, around 40% of them are AAA tablet or iOS mobile games. But it looks better on the M1 or on your MacBook Air or on your MacBook Pro. So once for example, no, Alto's Adventure, they have Gear Club, they have, optimized for Mac M1. Kumbaga, sa Xbox, di ba, Edwin, pag linaro mo sa Series X mo, mas maganda kasi may ray tracing and di ba? Mas maganda. So, it just looks good better on the big screen or on your laptop than on the small screen. So it's an option. So
I'd agree.
Oh, so once you buy, let's say, NBA 2K or Lego Star Wars from Apple, or if you get it for free kasi Arcade is like the Game Pass of an iOS. Mas maganda talaga dito sa screen ko yung Lego Star Wars kaysa sa luma ko iPhone 6 or 7.
Siyempre naman.
So there you go.
Tama nga. Pero ako, napaka-fascinate ako kasi I like that there is now a movement to make these games, cross-compatible with like yung, I think na-share nga to earlier nga ni Mo na parang nga siya Switch. Like, you start off on your PC and then you continue on your mobile. Like, ako para sa akin, personally, first time ko nga lang to naririnig. I'm actually amazed by it. Natutuwa ako, galing.
It's very rare kasi, Martin, for, not everyone is rich or can afford the latest iPhone or the latest MacBook Pro. One or the other has to sacrifice, di ba, Alex? You either get a better laptop or cheaper
better
phone
mobile
or a better phone and a crappy laptop. It's very rare that, a guy has both. So, the cross-platform choice with these kinds of games are very, welcome. Welcome
maganda nga
addition to
galing.
the choice.
Ang galing siya. I like it. Tapos speaking of crossplay and another Blizzard game, have you guys heard of Warcraft coming to mobile?
I actually saw some, parang feelers, but it's the first time I'm seeing it that they have an event now on May 3.
Yeah.
Kasi, yun pala, share lang rin natin, no? So, apparently, Warcraft, ito legit to, hindi to fake news. Isipin na fake news to. This is coming straight from Blizzard itself. They're gonna have a reveal sa May 3. Pero hindi ko alam kasi Pacific Standard Time to. Kailan to pagka sa Philippines kaya? May
10 a.m. sa Pacific. So siguro
alauna o alas 2 ng umaga.
Madaling araw.
Madaling araw. So May 4, mga ganun. So
1 a.m. sa atin.
1 a.m. So if you guys are a fan of Warcraft, so yun nga, Warcraft, they're gonna have a mobile game reveal. But what that is,
we don't know.
Guys, the floor is open to speculation. Go ahead.
Ako, questions lang. Is it a World of Warcraft mobile MMO? Or is it a Warcraft 3 RTS? Lots of options.
Or maybe a completely new game.
Tama si Ed. It could be a completely new game na, parang Fallout or we don't know.
Fallout Shelter.
Parang Fallout Shelter. We don't know.
Okay, clicker na Warcraft, guys. Okay, let's say.
Oh, yeah.
Pwede
click to level up.
Warcraft Bejeweled lang pala siya na skin.
Oh no!
Yung puzzle quest, there's a lot of puzzle quest.
Huwag ganun.
Grabe puzzle quest is the AI starts to cheat bandang dulo. So it's
alam na ni Alex eh.
Yung mismo bumabagsak na na energy ang daming ang gaganda lang combo doon sa side nung kalaban. That's how they cheat.
But serious question for us, do you think WoW with all its complexity and content and editions, episodes, is a good choice for the port to mobile?
Kung full hindi. Kasi I watched my brother play WoW and I think half ng screen niya is all icons ng mga items.
Oo, totoo yan.
Ayun.
So the UI will not fit
a direct port is not gonna be possible. Pero kung ililimit nila, kasi naalala ko merong isang game, Order in Chaos, was a mobile parang rip-off ng Warcraft Online. Kasi talaga
Ooh.
the theme, the entire thing, it's like Warcraft. Pero yun nga, ibang brand, ibang pangalan, ibang ano. Pero ayun, parang ano din, online game din siya.
MMO rin ba
What
siya,
if,
Edwin?
MMO din.
Yeah.
what if parang ano to, Warcraft na Fortnite na 100 kayo lalagay kayo sa isang map na
Oh my God, that's gonna be...
Warcraft Battle Royale.
Battle Royale
Why
Hoy
not,
format.
guys,
diba?
Hoy, baka maging profit style nito eh. Sasave ko to ha. Mamaya, pag tama yung hula mo, my God, you're a prophet, man.
We don't know, di ba? Kasi yun yung
You
puso
heard it
ngayon.
first.
It could be. We don't know.
Pero
I was
alam mo,
gonna
pwede.
say something like a card game pero meron na eh.
Meron na,
Meron
Hearthstone,
eh.
di ba?
Meron na yung
Hearthstone.
So
Hearthstone
it
eh.
can't be that eh.
It
Yeah.
cannot be.
Siguro ako nag-iisip ako what if kung parang tower defense game.
I was thinking along the lines ng Auto Battler.
Chess, like in Dota
yeah,
chess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pwede,
that's also
pwede
possible.
yun,
We'll
pwede
see.
Yeah.
We will see on May 3. That's next week.
Pero parang mas
Yung-
nalilin ako doon sa ano ni Mon eh, yung Battle
Ay,
Royale.
Ayun, yung
Ako,
uso
kasi-
ngayon eh.
That's the trend ngayon eh, Battle Royale
Yeah,
format.
but tsaka known din ng di ba? Known din ng Blizzard na sumusunod din sila sa trend.
Yes.
Parang katulad ng MOBA,
Yes.
di ba? Diba,
Pero how will that work,
nakikaya
though?
din sila.
Ano yun, like, kung
Heroes
sino yung
of the
mananalo,
Storm.
siya yung magiging Lich King? Parang ganun ba yun? Kung sino yung magiging top 1, siya yung suupo sa Iron Throne, siya yung bagong Arthas. Ganun ba yun?
Yung pa rin ba yung yung canon, yung pa rin yung pinaglalabanan ngayon?
Parang, kasi may classic na sila eh. They're still back, they're back to that. So, yeah,
Parang
pwede.
may bago ng di ba? May bago ng add-on yung World of Warcraft, yung Dragonflight.
Hindi ko pa alam yun.
Expansion.
That's new.
Expansion.
Oh, that's really new. May na sila. Parang meron diyang ancient dragons ba or parang mga ancient island na dating hindi daw accessible, tapos ngayon accessible na siya, na parang handled by stone, parang stone parang mga gods or something.
What is that? A
So, parang
mock-up? World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft, Dragonflight ang title ng bagong expansion. May trailer na sila. Kakalabas lang yata last week.
Okay.
Mapanood nga natin. But anyway, share na lang natin. So again, if you guys want to know more about Warcraft coming to mobile, sorry, wrong
World of Warcraft na RTS eh. No?
Yeah, sorry. So mobile game reveal is gonna be on May 3. Para sa Pilipinas, gonna be May 4th, 1:00 ng umaga. It's at reveal.blizzard.com. Now, moving on to mobile gaming, here's the crux of this episode. Is mobile the future of gaming? Like, that's something I'd like to throw to you guys. Like, ito nga ba talaga ang future ng gaming? Like, is it safe to say that mobile gaming now is gonna be the bigger market share than, say, PC gaming, console gaming? I mean, what do you guys think?
I think it's already here. Kasi yun nga, everybody's holding a phone. Everybody's playing something regardless of how small the game is. So parang now kung the future siguro it's possible na iba na ang future of gaming, pero right now it's already kung sabihin mo mobile gaming is the future, it's the future is now.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Kasi ako personally, like yun, basta pinapakita ko sa screen, like I'm amazed how we started off. Like isipin mo, a few years ago, we started off with this. Diba? Parang we started off with Snake from this, and now we're at this. Mobile, like a fully fledged mobile game, and it looks good. It's almost passable na for like a PC game if you think about it. All in your phone. And that's a cool thing. Maganda rin yung pinpoint out ni Edwin na parang, tama, the future is now. Like, everybody has a phone. Everybody's gaming on a phone. So, there's that eh.
Well, for me, in terms of the ones who produce, develop, and publish the games, it's a matter of adapting. and
Yeah.
looking at this the writing on the wall.
Mm.
So coming from my professional experience from Level Up when we were doing MMOs in the early 2000s, no, to the late
Mm.
2000s, and when
Mm.
we thought that MMOs were forever. Uh,
Hmm.
but even if you look at it, even games as big as World of Warcraft started declining when
Yeah.
mobile phones and mobile games came out. And we thought
Mm.
that Ragnarok would be our, bread and butter forever. But
Mm.
the kids stopped playing in internet cafes because hindi mo na kailangan ng internet cafe. You had the internet at your pocket eh.
Yun. Oh, and
And
by the way,
that's the
Mon,
ano.
lumabas din ata ang Ragnarok sa sa mobile. It also appeared on mobile, I think.
Yes, but it was a little bit too late for that. No, you should have been dapat in the early days of 2015. You should have been thinking about yeah. So that's why if you
May
look at
naunang
it,
mga mobile MMOs kasi dun
mm,
Ragnarok. Eh.
yeah, that's why if you look at it, even Blizzard is looking at that segment of the market.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So to answer your question, is mobile phone the future? Tama si Edwin. It's not because it's happening now. No,
Yeah.
we don't know what the
True.
future is. It could be VR. It could be, but it will not. It will not take over the entire gaming scene because for me, each medium or platform coexists in a niche kind of cultist following. Like the
Mm.
book, the culting of brands, no, which I read. Andun pa rin sila eh. Hindi pa rin sila mawawala. Like for example,
Mm.
Ed still has his SNES hardware, which I envy. I only have an emulator. So yung mga retro kind of games, you still have
Hindi
to
na gumagana
support
yung
it.
S-Disc ko.
But you still have it. Ako, I don't.
Yeah.
Diba? So the great lang about of mobile gaming is year after year, the hardware gets better and better. And you would
Yeah.
be
Agree.
surprised at how
Mm.
like for example, no, the games on my phone right now, or probably in yours, are probably better specs than the games on the PS2.
Mm.
Di ba? In
Yeah.
terms
Totoo
of
Yeah.
naman.
technical specifications, and that would have been like sabi ni Martin, mind-boggling. Na a PS2 kind of game is in your phone, and
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
would have that cost?
Na,
No, years
Yeah.
ago.
na-emulate na, di ba, sa phone? Ang PS2.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm.
Tapos yung pala, speaking of which, I think Alex has knowledge about this because this is his space. So, is it fair to say that mobile gadgets or devices nowadays have pretty much caught up with console gaming or PC gaming with the technology that's on hand?
Well,
Nakahabol na ba?
that's a yes and a no.
Yeah.
So,
I
hindi
Uh,
siya,
agree.
parang half enough lang, no? Parang sakto lang.
yung conceptually yes, yung power wise, performance wise, you're not gonna get a 3080, 3090 Ti
No.
Oo nga naman,
Phone.
totoo naman.
sa mobile phones. Kasi
Oo.
they're designed to not have any fans, no cooling. Plus they're
Oh,
managing
yes. Oo nga
yung
pala.
battery nila. So essentially we have what is a 20 watt, 15 watt processor, 10 watt, and then we have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. So conceptually yes, you can definitely, like, you can put whatever, you can put Final Fantasy 7 remake or something sa mobile, but it will push the, kailangan i-downgrade mo ng konti yung graphics, but you can
Oo.
have the same gameplay concepts kasi hindi naman masyado malaking kinakain nun. But graphically, kukulangin ka pa because you do not have a 3090 or whatever. You have to
Oo
cool
eh.
the thing eh. You have to cool 500 watts of pure GPU.
Baka maluto pa yung phone mo, sobrang
Yeah.
init.
Siguro, but in terms of graphical, imagine yung before yung recent Pascal architecture ng Nvidia or whatnot, like yung mga 550 graphics, Nvidia 550, siguro nandun na tayo. Right?
Pwede na, pwede na.
Yeah.
Nakakahabol na rin.
Yeah. So, we managed to build a PC that does not need cooling, but it's like about comparatively around the Windows 98 maybe siguro mga ganun. Windows
Sabi
95. Oh, but maraming nagagawa tayo sa mobile to fix yun na nga to make it more accessible and make it more na the gameplay is at most at best similar to
Or
what
it's watered down a bit, Alex.
Yeah, a little bit.
To
Yes,
the
yes,
hardware.
yes.
So my take on your question, Martin, is it depends on who you're asking. Diba? So who you're asking. If you're asking an avid PlayStation 5 console gamer who collects all the PS from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sasabihin niya no. It does not even come close. Diba? But if you're asking someone who isn't a certified console gamer, someone who doesn't spend 120,000 for the RTX graphic GPU, then you will say, "Wow, this is a great machine because I don't need to buy a Windows computer for 200,000 to be able to do the almost same experience." So it's a matter of preference. Yun yung sa akin. It's a matter of preference. If you really want to do 4K ray tracing, 120 FPS, build your computer. Post mo sa Facebook. But would I care? Hell no. Because I can't afford it. I play my own games on what I want. Diba? So, it depends on who you... But what's good about this, Martin, is you're catering to more people who have no access to those kinds of expensive equipment. Right, Alex?
Yes.
Really out there yung presyo.
Honestly, it opened the demographic. It opened the demographic to not just yung PC builders or enthusiasts. Kasi everybody has to have a phone. And sa Pilipinas, meron tayong one of the reasons why number 1 tayo sa mga beta releases, unang-una, we have not too much loss against monetizations, but pangalawa we are a social media capital. We like our phones, we like our social media.
Right.
Mas malakas what effect happened is economical whatever, mas mataas yung penetration ng phones natin versus other computer devices.
We're one of those countries called above 100 in terms of the digital marketing segmentation. No? So us and several countries out there like Korea have more than 100%, meaning the number of phones that are still active is above the population. So, and it's a very rare thing. They count if you count both dumb phones, legacy, and smartphones, because in the province, I'm sure meron pa rin nagte-text ng text. I think so. And another thing, like for example, during the days of Ragnarok when we were running it, lahat ng tao needed an internet cafe to play Counter-Strike, diba? An FPS. But if you look at PUBG now, it's better than the Counter-Strike.
Yes.
So ganda siya tingnan, and the controls better than the one that we're playing in the internet cafe, right, guys? Yun yung mind-boggling talaga, and how
plus there's a lot more networking complexity. Kasi Counter-Strike was 16v16, 8v8v8. And imagine, pipila ka sa cafe, di ba, Alex? Oh shit, may bata. Sige na, alis ka na dyan. Kailangan ko na di ba, lipat ka sa ibang cafe. No, hindi ko inabutan yun. PS5 na ako pinanganak eh.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Pero grabe like tama ako naalala ko nga yun kasi if you think about it, yung PC games yung mga home shop games natin back in the day, nasa phone na. Di ba? Parang, we have, parang Counter-Strike natin, Call of Duty Mobile. Yung Dota natin ngayon, Mobile Legends. Yung pinaka-Dota natin, Mobile Legends. Correct. Ragnarok nagkaroon din sa mobile. There's literally, like, kung ano yung nilalaro natin sa home shop way back when, it's now on your phone. At tama rin si Mon like, tsaka si Alex. Kasi, ngayon, di ba noon, kapag maglalaro ka ng ganyan games, kailangan magharap ka pa ng kalaro. Minsan kapag walang tao sa home shop, wala kang kalaro.
Correct. Kailangan physically present sila para magpustahan kayo.
Di ba?
Diba?
Yeah.
Eh, ngayon, pwede kang like, kahit sa bahay mo lang, mag-online ka lang, may makakalaro ka na. And I think that's another beauty of mobile gaming for me. Kasi parang, hindi na ako hirap maghanap ng kalaro, number one. And number two, I could simply do it at the comfort of my own home. Ang galing.
Hindi ka pa papagalitan ng airmats mo na, saan na si na?
Pagagalitan ka lang kasi nagpupuyat na sa kalaro ng sa gitna ng
Yun lang.
Ibang pagkakataon.
Yun lang, Ed, ang bago mong problema. Paano kung magkakago kay mama na?
Pero there's an important question that arises dahil sa ating current mobile transition, no? Paano na yung mga nanay hindi na pwedeng sabihin kaka-computer mo yan?
Oo! Yun!
Kaka-phone mo yan.
Alex, tama yun.
Bago na, bagong
Wala na.
Kaka-cellphone.
Kaka-cellphone na ngayon.
Oo, kaka-cellphone.
Madaya din sila. Kasi sometimes pag sila naglalaro, ay, hindi naman
yan.
Ang daya, ang daya.
What do you mean, Martin?
Yung, di ba, pagka naglalaro ka ng games noon, kasi hindi sila naglalaro eh. Pero ngayon, since, di ba, kaka-cellphone mo yan, hindi nila pwede ibanat sa'yo yun. Kasi ang daya rin nila, kasi naglalaro rin sila ng mga Candy Crush, ng Bejeweled, naglalaro rin sila, kaya hindi na pwede ibelta sa'yo yun. Ang daya nun eh.
Well, what's good is that, even our titos and titas or moms their age, they
agree.
This is entertainment, this is fun.
Yeah.
Diba?
Like my mother-in-law has her, just to share, my mother-in-law has her parang Las Vegas, what's this?
Slot machine.
Slot machine, because she when we were in Las Vegas, she always loved slots, no? Totoong money. But now, she can do slots na play money, and then I told her over her shoulder, Mama, you could use your credit card to win actual money.
Nalason. Binigyan nyo ng lason.
Kaka-cellphone mo yan.
It's an option, no? If you get, if you want a little bit, earn $10 a week, $20, it's fine as long as you link your card. That's your option.
Yeah.
So hindi nila ma-fathom yun na, wow, I can actually play slots nang hindi ako pupunta sa Vegas for the same, di ba, entertainment. Yeah, that's cool.
Ang galing nung story mo na yan. Kasi, yun nga, I think I talked about this earlier with Alex and Edwin, na parang, back then, being a gamer, well, I think this is like a millennial thing or like our generation thing, na parang, being a gamer is pretty much frowned upon and it's like a geek thing. Na parang, video gamer yan, nerd yan, or whatever. But nowadays, I think, Alex, you brought up a good point about that.
Yeah.
Could you share?
Yeah, so yung mga generations na the ones that are growing up na with the phone in their hands, hindi na sila they don't frown upon gaming na. That's the cool thing na. It's more of a normal thing na ngayon that not a frowned upon percentage or fraction of their classmates or their friends are playing. No, it's more like sometimes yung naglalaro pa ng games are the cooler ones kasi they have the new iPhone and they can play on the Fortnite better, parang ganun. So it's just your generation. It's more mga TikTok and whatnot. So it's natural to them. It's natural to them to be interacting with their phone, and part na lang din ng interacting with their phone is gaming. It's like it's not a separate activity to them, parang ganun. It's more of a part of the phone thing you do.
Yeah,
you play games.
Games today is a lot of games are free. Na dati you have to spend on anything. Kahit konting laro lang dati, magbabayad ka ng something.
To add to that, Ed, you had to save. Well, like for me, I mean, huwag na tayo magtago ng age. I used to save up my allowance and my sweldo so that I could go to Green Hills once a month and choose. Hey, this is a good DVD. This is a good CD. Kuya, pag tumalon to, pwede mong palitan, ha? Hindi ko magana yung product key. Ano ba ito, kuya? Scam to. So with that, yung physical games, dati kasi 10 years ago were physical eh. But you know, when I talk to kids now, yung mga pamangkin ko who are like 5, 7, and they see my DVDs or even my CD-ROM games sa shelf ko, sabihin nila, Tito, what's this? That is a CD-ROM. You play that, you put it on the computer, you install the game and run it. What? It is alien to them.
Why do you have a save icon? Why do you have a save icon sa drawer nyo?
Yeah.
Yung floppy disk, no?
Oo. Diba? So, yun yung ano ng mobile. You do not need physical. So, there are kids who have grown and don't know what a CD or a DVD is actually, no? Because they have lived in the age of Netflix and cloud and digital-only content. And pagbukas nila ng PlayStation or Xbox Live, andun na lahat, di ba, Ed? Walang, in fact, the PlayStation 5, an option has one end na walang lagay ng DVD, di ba? The digital-only PS5.
Yeah, digital-only.
See, there you go. So that's
Yung
one
Xbox
thing.
din, Series S.
Kahit Xbox, di ba? Meron ng walang DVD.
Yeah.
That's the future. So, to answer your question, Martin, kung ano yung future of gaming, yun, wala na tayong physical. In fact,
which is kind of sad.
Kasi I like going to mga shops na talagang titingin-tingin ka. Uy, wow! Tago ko to.
ang main issue with the digital is yung permanence of ownership. Kasi sometimes the servers go down, sometimes the stores go down. And then nadidelist yung game. So you will some of them, okay. So that is yung kung offline yung game. If online yung game, if the server goes down, you can't play it anymore. There's generally walang option to have a offline component ng game.
You want me to give you a nightmare, Alex? What if, heaven forbid, Steam goes bankrupt? And
exactly.
Look
at all your games. Bye-bye.
A lot of gamers.
No. Theoretically, there's Steam offline mode, but you have to be able to download them first.
Download it, yes.
So kung limited yung space mo, you can't get it all. Yeah.
But that's a nightmare.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's something that is emerging ngayon sa markets because of recently si Sonic Sonic Origins ba yun? Sonic yung recently announced yung remakes remasters
nakita ko yun.
They are delisting all the Sonic classic games so that you have to, it's like the Diablo it's like the Warcraft 3 Reforged situation where Blizzard removed Warcraft 3 original from the store, and
so you're forced
you can't even play multiplayer from your old Warcraft 3. They force people to buy the Reforged para lang makapaglaro ng multiplayer.
Man,
so what's the logic, Alex, for them to buy it again? Even if you own the original?
People buy the new game, buy the Reforged. Yes. In terms dun sa Sonic naman, if you already bought it, then you can keep it and re-download it from the server. But they delist it, so people looking for Sonic 1, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3 or whatever, they would have to buy the remaster.
That's very shady business practices, but I sort of understand. I sort of understand it, pero yun nga
this is akin to like Nintendo going to your home, picking your Mario 3 cart and breaking it in half, and then offering you a new one.
Here's a new one, enhanced version.
Enhanced Mario 3.
I don't need that. I already have my Mario 3. I like that the way it is. Diba?
I think nag-usap kami ni Martin ito, I think kagabi pa or no. Yung kasi meron akong games pa sa Wii na pinabili ko digitally. Siyempre wala na yun, di ba?
Yeah.
So parang wala I don't have access. I can't download it anymore kasi wala na yung mga games nila doon eh.
Wala na yung
wala na So wala na. Tapos ganoon din sa PS3, 'di ba? Yung mga pinagbibili nating mga games doon sa PS3, yung mga yung mga early days ng PlayStation Plus.
Wala na.
Didn't they delay yung pag-close ng PS3 store?
Delay, it's delayed.
Right.
Pero
ang alam ko yung Vita. Yung Vita was closed.
PSP alam mo pa ata eh.
you know what, looking into the horizon, the solution is for most gaming companies, which I've been talking to some of the executives that I've worked before, and is to reconnect all the ownership that you have into the blockchain, which makes it forever yours.
NFT.
So
Yes.
Pero bakit nag-down din ang server mo dun? Paano yun?
No, the blockchain will
blockchain
keep
kasi
it
is
up.
forever.
Blockchain po, permanent,
It's like
permanent.
it's like 1 million computers certifying that I own Mario 3. Diba? Whatever happens,
Fair.
even if Nintendo dies, Mario 3 is mine, and I'll just get it from the blockchain. I'll reactivate it. So that's the technology moving forward.
Magkakaroon ka talaga ng ownership doon sa digital copy na
balik
yun.
tayo, no? Well,
nasa ledger, I own these games.
may ledger ko eh. But there are people, when I was running Ragnarok, that bought in-game items or digital items for hundreds of thousands of pesos. Pero nawala rin yun when we closed.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Because hindi siya connected sa blockchain. That's why the renaissance
once
of
the servers
MMOs,
are down and they said they're gonna wipe, it's gonna go away. Yeah.
So yun yung
enjoy it
value
while
ng
you can.
yun yung value ng Axie. And speaking of mobile games, diba? So since si Axie is also a mobile game, the blockchain kasi certifies that it's yours, and even if Axie goes down, you still own part of the AXS altcoin.
Yes.
So you still have your money kahit corrupt si Mavis. Yun nga lang bumaba. Kasi
assuming people start trading with AXS without needing it for the game, then may go hold siya ng value, right?
That's fair. So I think for the future, yan yung inaano nila. Imagine playing a mobile game na your ownership and everything that you own is linked to the blockchain, and you can sell it whenever you want to quit. Yun yung beauty ng tinitingnan ng mga developers ngayon.
That is a decent solution actually. Ako inisip ko parang just allow for archiving of your game. Like if you're going to shutter your studio, whatever, just allow for your game to be archived through some sort of archiving open whatever pero yun na nga, wala nga lang ownership information.
Okay, just to share, Alex, no? Yes, they do that. But they probably sent it to the email that I don't use like 20 years ago. Because that's the one I registered for PS2. So I did not get the announcement. Diba? I'm sure Ed has his other email na doesn't look professional, which he doesn't use for business. You doing registered niya for Wii. So hindi ko rin makukuha na we're deleting your Wii account, Mr. Pinoy Video Gamer.
Pero grabe, like maganda nga naman. Like I'm listening to your arguments. Okay din eh kasi if you think about it, yung ang point kasi ng mobile gaming is like it's always online, I think, di ba? Tapos there's no permanence to it. So yun nga, pag nagsara nga naman yung game, parang yun nga, enjoy it while you can, pero yung mga nagastos mo, wala na.
So one of these days, the Fortnite dances that you all bought, and then the the Chewbacca skin, the Stormtrooper skin that you bought. Oh, okay, bye. The kids aren't playing Fortnite anymore. Where you gonna dance with your,
Diba?
Mga dubstep pati mga.
Pero like ako rin parang sa akin, parang is this like the price to pay for having the game free to play and making it more accessible to more people?
A little bit.
Kasi ako siguro natutuwa ako with mobile space. I mean, going back to the quote-unquote positives of mobile space. Kasi it democratizes the games to more people. Yung nga, the fact that it's free, number one, it's accessible on mobile. Like, majority ng Pilipino may phone eh. Tapos, it can be played almost anywhere. So, you don't need to have a space para lang maglaro ng game mo. Kunin mo lang yung phone mo sa pocket mo and just play. It's free. No problem.
In terms of this monetization system, the League of Legends model is yung maganda sana eh. The no antag dito, competitive advantage, no gameplay difference skins. Unfortunately, not a lot of games are just yung free. There are pay to win games and it's widely accepted sa Asian markets. But yun na nga.
Well, the reality of it, I wrote something a few years back that technically nothing is really free, because if you are part of a community, part
Totoo
of their
naman.
servers,
Yes.
and if you're playing it for free, you are the product. Every time
You
you see
are-
an ad,
yes,
they
yes,
are
yes.
monetizing you. The
Yes.
fact that
Mm.
Facebook doesn't charge us, di ba? You saw Martin yung post ko last week, di ba? Sabi ko, 6 years ago, I see my friends. Ngayon, I don't see my
Oo.
friends. I see more
Yeah.
ads than friends, di ba?
I know, yeah. I
So,
block that stuff.
Oh,
So
grabe.
Kaya
that's
lang
a
sa
sad
mobile may,
reality.
may ads.
That's a sad reality. Even sabihin mo na libre si ML or si Genshin Impact every
Yes,
time
yes.
na pinapanood ka nila ng video to earn 10 diamond.
Si ano naman, no. Si ML is it's like League of Legends model. They only sell skins.
Yes,
Skins.
wala namang
Oo.
competitive advantage. Wala naman.
No gameplay changes. Si
Walang
Genshin
play
Impact.
to win. Walang
Yeah,
extra
pay to win. Yeah.
powers.
Si
Kahit
Genshin
pogi ka,
Impact
pago ka
is
pa rin.
definitely freemium. It's more hindi pala freemium. Si Genshin Impact is kind of pay to win because
Kind of pay to win.
you need the
Gotcha.
primo gems to get the rare characters, and the rare characters are really OP. When I played that free to play for a while, and then once I got my 5-star, my mind changed na parang, oh god. Ganito kalakas yung 5-star? What? How have I been playing?
But the other games like
The
the
5-star steamrolls
simulations,
everything a team of 4 stars have a problem with.
the most
Essentially.
common thing is the di ba? The video
Like when I got a 5-star,
monetization or the ads.
you can fly? You can fly in this game? That's what a
Talaga
5-star
nagbago
does
yun.
in Genshin Impact. So,
Oh my
you know,
God.
you got and it's more sa Genshin Impact it's more actually parang, you know, you just like yung character and you wanna, it's more of a
Waifu,
collectible.
mga waifu,
It's more
no?
collectible. Yeah.
Ito naman. But would you agree that like not only has gaming made it more accessible to more people, but even yung mga hindi talaga nag-games, naging gamer din. Like yung kwento nga ni Mon, yung sa tita niya, na dati parang, this is actually entertaining. Don't you think like isa rin yun sa mga the benefits of mobile gaming that
Yes.
has done to more people?
Yeah. It's definitely, yun na nga, you mentioned democratizing. It's definitely democratizing. And yun na nga, napaka concept dito sa Pilipinas, ang laking ng change or ang laking ng effect because we are all a mobile consumer market parang ganun, or mobile market tayo So malaki talaga yung impact sa atin And I think we're the top player, not top player, but more like
We
the
are?
amount of players of
Yeah.
Mobile Legends, pinakamarami sa Philippines.
Ah,
So at
yes.
least we're like top 3 probably. Like
Axie, Alex, we're the most.
oh yes, number 1 for sure. It's Axie. That's because it's advertised as pay to win, and people just want to make money. So it's not about the game. It's not a reflection of the gameplay. It's just that I want money.
Oo, yung ginagawa nga nila.
Negosyo.
Ginawang negosyo nga yung ginawang
There was a
ginagawa
white
nga
paper.
yung
There was a white paper before by PopCap Games, the company behind Bejeweled, who released
Rip PopCap.
their demographic report. And to summary, the white paper said that our number 1 target market is a middle-aged lady living in the suburbs who are bored and have nothing to do, and that's that's how they made millions with their style of games, no? Bejeweled. Then you remember, PopCap Games may Windows installer yan dati, and you can play it on your phone.
Totoo. I think tatay ko rin ata naglaro nun before
Naalala ko merong isang company na na parang yun talagang target market nila. Yung parang yung mga hidden object game. Pero yung company nila, yun lang talaga trabaho nila. Mga hidden object kasi nga that's their similar market. Yun din yung nila, yun din yung target nila. Tapos yun sa phone pati sa PC rin meron sila.
Pero speaking of which, ito pa yung nafa-fascinate ako ngayon sa mobile gaming. Kasi if you think about it, now yung mga dating PC games nata-translate na ngayon to mobile, and ito yung sabi ni Alex earlier, parang nagiging okay na din yung power ng mobile gaming to a point na it's comparative. I mean, hindi ba siya parang 3090 na high-end, but like, yun nga, pwede na yung mga PC
it's good enough.
genres. It's good enough.
It's good enough.
Diba? Like, may mga on the top of your head, ano yung mga naisip nyo na mga dating nasa PC na nasa mobile ngayon?
Well, Yeah, like
Well, ako,
yung mga
Mobile
The
Legends,
Sims.
Dota.
Actually,
Yeah.
The Sims. The Sims on mobile is
Oh.
pretty much parang
Ay,
mind-boggling na, wow,
oo.
Yeah.
this used to be a 2 CD-ROM game when I bought it before. Now, it's like, just download it and play. Diba?
And it's free, diba?
SimCity is also one
Yeah.
of the things
SimCity,
that
Yeah.
I am amazed at in terms of yung mga graphics and evolution.
Na-impress din
Oo.
ako doon sa sa Civilization.
Civ, yeah,
kasi
oo.
nasa mobile na rin yung Civilization eh. And
And
that's
it's the full
I
game,
really
diba?
it's a full, parang Revolution yata yung niya, pero it is a full game.
Hindi, meron din
Magandang
ata
it's a
Civ 6
good
eh. May Civ 6 din ata
Akala
sa
ko Civ
mobile
6
eh.
yung Pero it's still a Civilization game na it really takes up your time. And I fascinated ako sa larong yun. Talagang alim na alim ako sa sa mobile version niya.
Ako, I'm still sorry for beating a dead horse, pero Genshin Impact, Breath of the Waifu is an impressive mobile game.
It is.
Before Genshin Impact, we didn't have that. We had Honkai Impact is close enough, pero it was an open world. It was not essentially Breath of the Wild, graphically also.
Yes.
In a phone.
Yeah. Sobrang impressed ako sa itsura ng Genshin.
Yeah. So when I played it, I was like, ang laki ng world. It's so explorable. I'm collecting all these. Hindi ko alam kung anong tawag doon. Basta just increase your stamina or something like that. It was a 60-hour game for me until I hit the wall of microtransaction. Basically 1% progression every day. So I stopped playing after that because I know it's gonna be frustrating. But I played 60 hours. Na-enjoy ko naman siya. And
Sulit.
Yeah. Free game for 60 hours. That's like Breath of the Wild. Yeah. That's definitely I enjoyed it. Although I played it majoritily I played it mostly sa PC.
Yun nga, we can switch from PC to mobile without issue eh. Wala ka nang iisipin na basta importante pareho lang ang login mo.
Yes.
Yep. Pero ang galing. But anyway, thank you so much guys for joining me on this podcast, and I think that's it. And again, thank you so much for joining sa ating mga nag-join niyo sa stream. We've got, share natin yung mga ako share ko So,
may comments pa sila or questions?
Meron! Koka!
Hello Kuya Norms. Hello Kuya Rika. Hello Giancarlo.
Tapos si Joylyn Parino, I play Evermerge.
Hindi ko alam yan. What is Evermerge?
Yan? Parang merge, parang mag-merge ka ng mga items. So imagine mo parang Bejeweled pero parang may forest na parang may town ka inaasikaso ganun.
Okay.
Pero it's
matindi talaga yung Connect 3.
Pero it's far from that, pero it has that kind of similarity kasi parang you get items, tapos you merge them, tapos magkakaroon siya ng bagong items, tapos you merge them again and again.
Ayun. Sabi nga niya, Merge 3 daw.
Merge 3. Thank you.
Yan.
Pero see, even Joylyn is playing a game these days because it's more, it's just there on your phone.
Yeah.
Tama. Diba? Tapos
Candy Crush was a great example of people play. yung non-traditional gamers picked up Candy Crush ridiculously heavily. Yeah.
Ay, oo, grabe.
Yeah.
And then everyone and his brother na game developing company had a Candy Crush clone. Parang
clone niya. Daming guilty dyan.
Yeah.
Tapos si Ray Kyle De Castro, Coca Warcraft.
Okay, Ray Kyle.
Hi there.
And ang Genshin Impact daw at Diaset is only consumes 6 to 8 watts for graphics. Interesting for mobile. Partida yun and to think the game is like pretty good. Like ang ganda ng game
Yeah.
Pero yun nga, ako again, thank you so much to all you guys who joined and I hope you guys enjoyed our little Pero ako, ang parting message ko na lang is that I hope if you have got any questions, any suggestions on our show, please comment below. Tsaka mag-upload kami lagi ng YouTube video of our shows on YouTube. You could check it out as well later. Anyway, ako si Kite and joining me again is Pinoy Video Gamer. Say bye-bye.
Sige. Thanks for watching us.
And Mon Makutay. Say bye-bye.
Next time let's answer their questions and live.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Let us.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
Mr. Alex Rivera of Tech Inspected. Bye-bye.
Yo, thanks for having me.
Thank you then for joining. Anyway, thank you so much for joining and bye-bye.
Happy weekend, guys.
Happy
Awesome.
weekend. See ya.
Bye.